Now on Bloomberg Intelligence, Munis in Focus.
Today's Focus on Munis is brought to you by BAM Mutual. Put America's strength to work in your portfolio with BAM insured municipal bonds. Protect your investments with an added layer of security and guaranteed income. Invest with strength. Build a stronger tomorrow with BAM Mutual. It is Friday. That means we go Munis. We do it like nobody else, folks. Lando joins us here, portfolio manager and managing director, Thornburg Investment Management. Somehow they scam the system, and they're based out there in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I still haven't figured out how that works. Eve, thanks so much for joining us here. How's the muni bond been performing this year? There's a lot of crosswinds, a lot of black swans out there for investors to deal with.
Absolutely, Paul. Scarlett, thank you for having me. And Paul, you're welcome in Santa Fe at any time.
Yes.
So, yes. Well, munis think of the sector as not isolated, but well insulated. So we've had an interesting first quarter for sure, but things are improving. And the inflows show that the interest is insatiable in this sector. We're seeing a lot of inflows, which is fantastic for our funds. There's a lot of interest in our Thornburg Muni products. Our intermediate fund, THMIX, is seeing over 100 million coming in year to date. Same interest in separately managed account and limited term funds. So things are okay in Muniland.
They're okay, Muniland, but we had kind of a volatile first quarter, and I really like your comparison, Eve, where you talk about how it was like Game of Thrones for the first quarter. Just walk us through what you mean by that.
Sure, Scarlett. Big fan of the books, love it. And as readers, we always want more. We always want to end as well as it started. So first quarter, March was the ending, right, for our book so far. So the first quarter was not as fantastic for muni products. However, the sequel, the April so far, is very, very attractive value proposition. And I think this is where we are getting more eyes and more looks into the space.
What are some of the sectors? There's so many ways to play and to invest in the municipal bond market. What are the sectors you guys like at the moment?
Yeah, Paul, you're absolutely right. In munis, we have so many different flavors. It is certainly not one for all, and we're not necessarily across the sectors moving in tandem. We are bullish on things like essential services. Power generation, water and sewers, those are fantastic. We also have a lot of interest in charter schools. That sector performed very well and has very good, strong management behind it. So those sectors we are liking and adding to that. There are, of course, sectors that we're neutral on, local government, states. There are so many different stable muni sectors in our world. And things we're avoiding, healthcare. Probably have heard that over and over, but it does have a lot of problematic, almost structural issues coming to that market, and they cannot deal with that quick enough. We also see some problems with private higher education, also probably on your program, that topic came up every time you talk about munis, and mass transit. The volumes are just not back up.
Yeah, the volumes it's been a struggle for all those cities running those subway systems. One thing I want to get your take on is what demand will look like with all these different states in the U.S. starting to pass, or at least think of passing, millionaires' taxes or wealth taxes. What does that mean for demand for tax-free municipal bonds?
Well, I think this is going to just strengthen the interest in munis. As I mentioned, so far it's been fantastic. 22 out of 24 weeks, we see inflows, and that could be one of the reasons, right? People are seeking that tax exemption. They are seeing that states and local governments will have to increase taxes, and the tax exemption on top of higher yields, on top of better performance, all of that together drives the interest in the product. So I think there will be even more demand in munis. Luckily, supply has been keeping up. It's been also a record year in supply. And we do have a feeling that this year will be a record one in issuance, even outshining the last year in munis.
All right, Eve, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Eve Lando, portfolio manager and managing director at Thornburg Investment Management.
America is built with perseverance, resilience, and determination. And you can put that strength to work in your portfolio with BAM Mutual Insured Bonds. BAM protects municipal bond investments that finance the backbone of our country. You'll invest with the confidence of an added layer of security and guaranteed income you can count on. Invest with strength. Build a stronger tomorrow with BAM Insured Bonds.